Hello and welcome back to the Cooking with Ruf YouTube channel, where today I'm going to make for you one of what I'm going to call Peg's Comfort Classics. So I implore you, if you don't have dinner plans for today, you wondering what is it I'm going to make for my family today? Give this a try. This is chicken and broccoli casserole today on Cooking with Ruf. All right, so the key to this Peg's Comfort Classic is getting all of your prep work done. As you will see through the power of YouTube television, I have already baked my chicken. I have the cheese out, my soup mixture with a little mayo in it. I've got my butter melted. That's the breadcrumbs are going to go into the butter. I'll show you how I chop up and cook the broccoli, how I chop the chicken, and then we'll bring it all together and put it in the oven. And after that, it's on. All right, for this Peg's Comfort Classic, I have 3 broccoli crowns. They've all been washed and they're ready to be chopped. And so what I like to do when I'm chopping up this broccoli is I'll do one big cut longitudinally. Oh, wow, this guy went to Clemson University. And what I like to do is try to get uniform smaller pieces, and that way when you get them into your casserole, they're easier to work with, I think, than if you got big chunks of broccoli in there. So I usually do that longitudinal cut, and then I come back and cut in the cross direction and create somewhat of a uniform piece. And again, just you want them smaller so that you can manipulate them within your casserole and you don't have big chunks of broccoli fighting with you when you go to combine the ingredients. All right, so now we have our broccoli all chopped and processed. I will show you what we need to do next to get that cooked, and then we'll come back and we will cube up our chicken. Yes, when you see this red apron. All right, for preparing our broccoli, the cooking process, what I normally do is I will heat up a pan, medium-high heat. I will add just a little butter, and then I put my broccoli in. I'll add salt, pepper, maybe a little bit of garlic powder. And then the goal is to just steam it. I'll put a little bit of water in there. You don't want it swimming in water, just a little bit of water, enough to steam it. And I'm going to cook it for 5 to 6 minutes. You want it to still be very green because you're going to put it in the oven and bake it again. And by leaving it green here, you're going to get more nutrients out of the broccoli. You don't want broccoli mush. You want good broccoli. Just let that sizzle for a little while in the butter. All right, after a couple of minutes, you see it's steaming nicely here. I've added the water. I just want to come give it a quick stir. Make sure all of the pieces are getting cooked evenly. And then we'll cover that back up. All right, let's talk about the chicken. I baked this chicken. I used salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, seasoning salt, and paprika. Those were my ingredients that I used. But you can bake the chicken however you like it. You're going to season it to the taste that you normally season. However you bake your chicken, you can go that route with it. Make it your own recipe. So then I come back with the chicken after it's done and it's cooled, and I'm going to just chop it up again into chunks. It goes where I want it to go. I'm not fighting with big chunks, and I try to make it fairly uniform. So I just cut in the long direction, and then I come back and cut across, giving me chunks. And then we'll just put that in the same bowl that we just took the broccoli out of. And it's all gonna go in the same place anyway. We'll grab one of those chicken thighs, same thing. I guess while I'm doing this, I'll share. Peg didn't take any shortcuts, man. Peg would get chicken with bones, skin, the whole 9 yards. She would cook it and then she would debone it, pull it off the bone, all that. And I'm sure that gives you probably a little better flavor. But I've kind of simplified this recipe over time as I've made it for myself, because ain't nobody got time to be pulling out no bones out of no chicken, man. Let's just bake it and cut it. All right, that timer is telling us that our broccoli is done. So another thing that I do, and my mom taught me this, is you take your broccoli completely off of the heat. Because if you turn it off and leave it there, it's going to continue cooking. So in order to, again, maintain that level of cook that you want it to be, see that bright green color? You don't want it to be army green. You want it to be bright green. Look at that. Look at the grenality on that. I mean, tremendous grenality. Grenality could be the Cooking with Ruf word of the week. Grenality is the level of greenness on your fresh cooked vegetables. Tremendous grenality. Tremendous grenality. Man, check that out again. Look at that. All right, let's get back to the chicken. The full recipe will be in the description, so don't feel like you're missing anything. I'll kind of tell you everything that I got going on here, just so you are aware, and you won't have to worry about getting lost. You'll have it all there right in the description. All right, a part of the topping for the casserole is the breadcrumb and butter mixture. So what I have in this bowl is roughly 3 tablespoons of melted butter. And then I come back and I add 2.5 to 3 cups of breadcrumbs. And you'll just want to stir those in and mix the butter into the breadcrumbs. And that'll be what you use to top the casserole when it's done. All right, so now we're gonna just put together the binder for our casserole. And this is equal parts cream of mushroom and cream of chicken soup. You also add some mayonnaise, and then you come in with fresh squeezed lemon juice, roughly 2 tablespoons of it. It's probably what I would estimate. I have to come back in there and get those seeds out, but all right, grab those seeds. And then we're just gonna mix this together. And this is what really kind of pulls the whole casserole together, is this, we'll call it binder. And that's ready to roll. You want to get your oven preheated as you start putting it together. So we're going to go 350 degrees. And we want to do that for 30 minutes after we put the casserole in. And that's all you need. Let's go. All right, now we have everything prepped, and it's time to put this Peg's Comfort Classic together. We have our chopped chicken. We have our cheese. You can use any kind of cheese you want. I prefer sharp cheddar. We've got our buttered breadcrumb mixture. We've got our binder, which is cream of mushroom, cream of chicken soup, mayo, and lemon juice. And then we have our cooked broccoli. So we're gonna put all of this together. If you're getting something from this video, if you tried this recipe and you and your family love it, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when Cooking with Ruf, that's me, releases new content on YouTube. And it is time to put everything together. But before I do that, I'll talk through a couple of different techniques that you can use when you're making this at home. When Peg made it, Peg would come in and she would layer chicken, she'd layer broccoli, and then she'd put on the binder. She'd layer chicken again, layer broccoli, put on the binder. I could show you that technique. I've also done it when I'm in a rush or whatever, where I just take everything, the chicken and the broccoli, and I put it in the binder. But ultimately how this works is you'll combine the chicken, broccoli, and the binder. That'll go into your casserole dish. Then you top it with the cheese. And once you've topped it with the cheese, you come back and layer the breadcrumbs over the top. And then we're gonna pop that baby in the oven for 30 minutes at 350, and it's on. We're gonna go the full peg method today. We're gonna put a layer of chicken in here. Boom. Man, look at that chicken. Man, if y'all could smell what it smells like in here. Every once in a while I'm having to knock my cameraman off of this chicken. He trying to get into my chicken. Bro, this for the video. We'll layer that chicken in there. We'll come back with a layer of broccoli. All right, for those of y'all paying attention, we've lost a little grenality. All right, you see it. I ain't gonna hide it. We'll hit it with a layer of broccoli. And then we'll come back with our binder material and do a layer of that. Hit it with that binder, kind of spread it around. The cool thing about this meal too, while I'm sitting here putting this together, is it's got everything you need. It's got protein, it's got veggies, it's got starch, you name it, it's all in there. So, I mean, if you wanted to make an additional vegetable with this, you can, but this can really be dinner for the day for you and your family. Hey, get off my chicken. Cameraman keep trying to get in my chicken, man. All right, we're gonna hit it with another layer of this chicken. We're gonna come back and hit it with some more broccoli. And as you see, what I'm really trying to do is just make sure it's kind of evenly placed out. Hit it with another layer of that broccoli. Only on Cooking with Ruf. All right, so we're hitting that top layer with the binder. The reason that I like the full peg method of doing it in layers is you really get a nice layer of that binder material on the top, and it gives you a good uniform level, if you will, for your cheese. Excuse that, that's the oven letting me know that it's ready to go. All right, so we just take our cheese and we want to just kind of sprinkle it on the top. Just kind of cover the binder. You're not really, I guess you could put as much as you want to really, but you just want to kind of cover the top. All right, we got everything put together now. We just need to top it with our butter breadcrumb mixture, and then we are ready to go into the oven. So I just come across with my spoon, kind of scooping out breadcrumbs, dumping them into the cheese like so. And you want to, again, just kind of evenly cover the top. All right, there we go. We got the breadcrumbs on, we got the layers done, full peg method, and it's time to go into the oven. Putting it in. All right. All right, that sound means that we are ready to go. This casserole is done. We're gonna turn the oven off. We're gonna take this bad boy out. It's super hot now, so you will want to wait probably about 10 minutes or so, let it cool down a little bit, and then we'll come back and show you that first scoop of this Peg's Comfort Classic. All right, y'all, it has come to the grand finale. You saw us put all of this together, the chicken, the broccoli, the cheese, the binder, and it is time to dig in to this Peg's Comfort Classic. So let's see what we're looking like here. Again, you got a whole meal, all in one. Look at that. Look at that. Hear that sound? That sound like a casserole. Look at that broccoli, that chicken. There we are. That is Peg's Comfort Classic Chicken and Broccoli Casserole. We're gonna have to get us a fork full and try this bad boy out. So let's try to get a little chicken, a little broccoli, get a little bit of that topping, get everything, and let's see what we're working with. Come on, chicken. Bruh, that tastes like home. Hey, thank you for joining me today on the Cooking with Ruth YouTube channel, episode 2 for Peg's Comfort Classic Chicken and Broccoli Casserole.